say is thank fuck it's Friday. Right, I've had an email, and I've had a cracker of an email. It's from a guy called Bill who wants to remain anonymous, and Anonymous Bill said, I wasn't supposed to say his name, was I? Doesn't matter. Bill, the anonymous guy, asked me the simplest of questions. He says, Simon, if you, knowing what you know now, what if you were given £20,000? What watches would you buy? There was no parameters put on this, and I thought, wow, there's a question there, isn't there? This is one of them questions that you ask each other. It's like the lottery winner question. What would you do if you won the lottery? Oh, I'd go out and buy a Ferrari and a fucking Patek Philippe and a big house and blah de blah de blah. Well, here we are. We've had that put down in front of us. What would I buy with £20,000 if I could only buy watches? Well, my first choice, and this will upset a few, is I would buy a Bremont Supermarine again. Now, I know a lot of you are sitting there tutting and downstumming and whatnot. Could have got a decent second-hand Rolex Submariner for the same money. Yes, I know. We'll get to that later, okay? But that's what I would buy. So that's it. So there's my starter, my Bremont Supermariner, which I already have, would be the first item on my list. Okay, it is my beta watch as such, although Mr. Seiko is doing a good job. Look at this. Look how fucking gnarly this strap has got. I've got a distressed leather strap on this bugger, right? Look at it. It's just brilliant. It's really taking a pounding, eh? So that's it. Anyway, let's have a quick look at some of the other watches that I would probably purchase. Okay, let's turn the camera around and have a look. Boof. Boof. So, okay then, I would buy this second. This is the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Grape Dial, as you can tell. Reference 116000, 36mm in steel, with the grape dial and the steel bezel. Now, what I like about this is, you know, it's a Rolex, so that ticks a box for a lot of people, but it's not a classic sports Rolex, as I say, with a steel bezel instead of a sports bezel or a fluted white gold. And with the coloured dial, it does set itself apart slightly. So yes, not an obvious choice, but this I like greatly. Now, these book at about £3,500. I have seen one of my local authorised dealer for £3,250, and I reckon I could squeeze them down to £3,000 as the new 39mm is coming out. So this is my second choice. Okie dokie, moving on. Next choice is this, the Zenith El Primero. Now, I know you can see the £5,900 price tag there. This is a watch, however, that I wouldn't buy new. Now, I know a lot of people like to buy new, a lot of people don't like to buy new. That's absolutely fine. But I have seen a model not too dissimilar to this. In fact, it might have even been the same model for about £3,500. Now, I appreciate you can get the 410 movement model with which Guido Pelagos has for about £2,000, £2,300. There's lots of cheapo Primeros on eBay, but this particular type of El Primero, one of the more modern ones, are still sort of £3,500 to £4,000. I'd be pretty confident that I could pick up a modern-ish El Primero for £3,500. It would also tick, of course, the chronograph box. So, yeah, I've always liked Zenith. Just, again, not obvious. But there you go. That would be my chronograph. No. The other clip. Go away. Okay, well, as you can all probably tell, it's Jaeger LeCoultre, or Jaeger LeCoultre, however you want to say it. Grand Reverso 976. This particular piece I really do like. Where's my mouse gone? Look at this, look. I've always liked the Reversos. I must admit, I've decided probably against buying one in the near future because, you know, I couldn't see myself wearing it regularly enough. However, gifted £20,000 and voila, this I'm a buy. Interestingly though, I would buy this brand new. I just feel that this is the type of watch that is just so, it's so delicious, these types of watches. This is just a perfect, beautiful little piece for me. I wouldn't want it unsullied by somebody else having it on their wrist first. I want to be the one and only owner of this watch. This would be the one piece that would probably, hopefully, be handed down to generations and generation of cranes, and I love it. I just love JLC as a brand. I love this particular model, but it's as I say, you know, not the sort of thing I would get away with using every day. They are. I would buy that full retail, 5,650 quid, which would take my grand total up to the Bremont, the Oyster Perpetual, the Zenith, and this would round us up to roughly £15,000. Right then, back to the kitchen. Right then, so there we are, the 15 grand Bremont Supermarine, Rolex Oyster Perpetual, Zenith El Primero, and a Reverso. A nice little foursome, you might say. However, you're thinking to yourself, well, wait a minute, Simon, you said 20 grand, or your man Bill said 20 grand. And he's right, and here's the thing. It's Friday night now. I always put a video up on Sunday night as well. I want you guys to tell me in the comments what you think of that list. Secondly, I want you to suggest something that I should buy for 5 grand, and I want that thing for 5 grand to be a little bit out there, a little, you know, a little bit blingy maybe, just something that I've probably never really thought of. It can be something obvious, of course, if you like. You can say, well, you know, that collection needs a fucking, it's a plain steel sub. Give me a little suggestion of what you think. 5,000 quid. What's that? About 7,500, 8,000 US dollars? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of my little foursome there, and let me know what you think I should buy for the other 5 grand. And I'll come back on Sunday night and have a little look at it and make an opinion. Yeah, great. Audience interaction. That's what we want. Okay, right. Cheerio.